Hi there, I'm Julie. For today's Make, Create, Celebrate project, we are going to be creating an Ushpi zine collage for Sukkot. Since the Ushpi zine are the guests that we invite into our sukkah, I've decided to invite the artist Frida Kahlo into my sukkah this year. I'm going to create a collage of materials and images about Frida, thinking about the special gifts and characteristics that she will bring with her into my sukkah. To get me started, I found a printed image of Frida Kahlo and I printed it out, and I'm going to use it in my collage. You can also draw a picture of your guest or use other images if you have them, but digital images are always an option. I'm going to also be looking through this little stack of materials, magazines, newspapers, images, things that I've collected, just to see what I can find. Things that will inspire me, things that will remind me of Frida Kahlo, and that I can include in my collage. For my collage, I'm going to be needing my materials, which, like I said, you can find from magazines, you can find them online, you can draw them, you can find them in a lot of different places. I'm going to be using decoupage glue and a paintbrush to spread the glue. I'll show you how to do that when we get to that step. I'm going to need scissors to cut things out. And at the end, I may decide to use oil pastels or paint to add detail to my piece. I found images that remind me of the gifts that Frida Kahlo can bring into my sukkah. I've cut them out and now I'm going to glue them down. I'm going to show you how to use a technique called decoupage, which involves layering images and glue. I've poured my decoupage glue into this bowl to make it easier to use, and I'll use a paintbrush to paint a section of my paper with the glue. Then I lay my image down on the paper and paint another layer of glue directly on top of it. It will dry completely clear and I'll be able to see all of my images. I can layer my images on top of each other or spread them out just like I have them. I'm working from the bottom up, so if I have an image that I want to be underneath another image, I have to glue it down first. So I'll glue this down, and then I'll add more glue, like this, and I can add Frida right on top of it, so she overlaps. I want to add a word here. I can layer it. Or I can spread my images out and leave some space. I can cover the entire paper with images, or I don't have to. In this case, I'm not going to. So when my glue dries, I might come back with some paint to fill in some of the empty spaces, but I don't have to do that. Let's see. Let's layer this here. And add, where do I want this? Let's put the flower power underneath the flowers. Some of my thicker images are rising up a little bit, so I'm just going to use my finger to press them down. Once my collage dries, I can use oil pastels or markers or paint, anything I want to fill it in. Or I can leave it just as it is. I think for this, I'm gonna use my pastels, add a couple drawings just for fun. And I couldn't find a paintbrush, but Frida Kahlo was an artist, so I'm gonna draw my own paintbrush. And that's it. My Frida Kahlo Ushpi zine collage is complete.